Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into KB Willet Arena for tonight's conference matchup between the Stevens Point Pointers, number 15 in the nation, and the soon-to-be ranked UW Eau Claire Blue Golds. My name is Liam Statz. It's a wonderful day for hockey, and I am joined in the booth by Ashton Parker and Brody Kupsky. It's the last ride, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
You can call it the last dance, if you will.
Oh, some might say.
It has been quite a journey these past couple of years. Ashton Parker, Brody Kupsky, both student teaching next semester. So, if you will, this has been the main core group here for Pointer Studios and 90 FM these past couple of years. Ashton Parker, obviously, previous sports director. But, Ashton, I've got to be honest with you. What are we looking at tonight?
Well, first off, you're listening to WWSP Stevens Point.
Student voice of Pointer Athletics.
I had to get it one more time, Liam.
Absolutely.
But no, so tonight, honestly, I'm just looking to see less. I don't know. I just felt like in the previous game that we covered, which was last week against Stout, I felt like they kind of just, this Pointers, while winning the game in overtime in a shootout, still kind of beat themselves up a little too much during that game. So I just want a little bit of a cleaner game here.
I would wager it's kind of like what happened in the Lions-Packers game, where they just wanted to beat this team so bad they didn't play their game.
Yeah, you might be onto something.
As the Blue Golds win the initial face-off, and we are underway in KB Willet. It's a beautiful day for hockey. On the stick of number 22, Charlie Erickson. He brings it up the ice. A slow pass right in front, and there's a late hit by Ev Tomovsky, and tumbling into the boards is Erickson. But we'll get our first stoppage of play 16 seconds in.
Kind of got tied up there right at the end of that play with Tomovsky, and very dangerous there. But, Pointers here starting their third line on the ice for forwards and a second line for their defense with Proctor in the net, obviously, but kind of interesting choice by Tyler Krieger to start their third line tonight.
Well, there has been some increased, reliability, productivity from all of these lines. Chris Engelbart becoming a proven goal scorer. He gets up to the first line, as here's a rush. Colangelo loses that one in center ice. That one flipped up and out of play. It'll hit the roof of KB Willet for yet another stoppage of play. 30 seconds into this game, we've already got 2 stoppages. Last time against Stout, it took forever for our first one, 5 minutes in.
I mean, it felt like in that previous game that the game was going by so quick, obviously, until it went to overtime. However, yeah, I don't know if this means like they're gonna keep him on a little bit of a shorter leash tonight, or what's gonna happen. However, I mean, you can't deny that things are going slower right now.
Have to expect there will be some physicality. This is a rematch of the last 3 conference championships. And although both teams this year kind of playing below their average, they're usually 1 and 2 in the conference. Well, this year, Superior is number 1. River Falls having quite a breakout season, but they're kind of lax now in the conference. They moved to 4th.
Now, I think it is worth mentioning, though, with the Superior right now, they have played one more WIAC game than everyone else currently.
Yes, they have.
They've played 5. Everyone else has played 4. Now, it does still mean they have won 4 of them.
And their one loss was to
us, Stevens
Point.
Correct.
Face-off won by Andrew Pulius, the captain, slid behind, and that's passed up across the boards to Josh German. Sherino not able to corral, back to Dean, back into Pulius, Evan Junker, over to Sherino. Sherino had 2 goals in last Saturday's game against Northland College, a blowout victory for the Pointers. Sliding over center ice, he loses the puck. Long stretch pass, finds a stick, poked off by Evan Junker, still fired towards the net. It's loose in the crease, who's got it? And the Pointers will clear the zone. Recovered at center ice. Number 12, Carter Bradley, passes that one up. Proctor out of his net to play it. Passes it along boards to Junker. Long stretch pass for Pulius. Engelbart in center ice. Flipped it up into the zone of the Blue Golds. And they'll manage to clear. Over to number 18, Jordan Randall. Dumps it in. Here's a chance now. Shot and a save by Alex Proctor.
Very clean save there by Proctor, racing up the ice here now.
Kamilevsky over the blue line into center ice, takes a shot. Fletcher Anderson, easy glove save for Max Guchar. Max Guchar, a junior, same as Proctor, and he obviously competed against Max Proctor in the NAHL. Proctor said that this is a guy that he looks forward to competing with every single season.
I mean, isn't there someone who Proctor isn't excited to face every season? I mean, the WIAC is just so good when it comes to great athletic competition. You definitely feel that within the players as well.
No doubt about that. And, Guchar, I feel like he struggles here in Stevens Point. Hasn't had his best games in Stevens Point, but still won WIAC Player of the Year last year. So definitely a threat.
Miles Berg passes that one up, slapped in. Cade Lemmer, Proctor out of the net to play it, rings it around the boards, intercepted by the Blue Golds in center ice, dumps it in. Colin Stein. Proctor once again out of his net. He has been playing out of his net. That's his new play style this season. We have not seen that from him. As here's a takeaway in the center ice. No angle shot. Save Proctor. Back out to the point. Colin Stein back across. Takes a shot. And that goes off of somebody in front. Fletcher Anderson giving chase in center ice. Tied up on the boards by Miles Berg. And it's taken away by the Blue Golds. Leo Bacallo all the way in. Dumps it in. No icing. Proctor once again out of the net. Long stretch pass to Anderson. In center ice. Intercepted by the Blue Golds. Max Ruhal dumps it in. Leo Bacallo giving chase. Alexiak, no angle shot and a save. Proctor, he'll put a glove on for another stoppage of play. 17 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Still tied at 0 apiece.
Yeah, I feel like both teams right now are still trying to get in sort of some offensive rhythm. Definitely, Eau Claire has had more possession of the puck, which is very important if you want to try and win the game here. However, both teams really just aren't finding their offensive groove just yet in this game.
Face-off won by the Pointers. Number 8, Quentin Hill. Passes it along behind the net over to Bennett Kupal. Kupal pumps it up the ice to Falls, dumps it in. And Hill is right there, gives chase. He'll have to beat Carter Green to the puck. Kupal into the corner, battling for it to both teams. Kupal out in front, no angle shot. And that one goes wide, slaps off the boards behind. Hill picks his stick up the ice, and now they're in the other corner fighting for it. Another stick hits the ice. Blue Golds want a penalty, won't get one, and they'll clear. Intercepted at center ice by Blake Norris. He finds his way back into the lineup after missing Stout's game. Passes up the ice. Intercepted. Number 24, Carter Green. He's leveled off the puck by Matthew Falls. They're battling for it. Peyton Hart had the game-tying goal a week ago against Stout. That's what let them go to shootout and eventually take the extra point in the shootout win. Shot and a save Proctor, and we'll get some extracurricular activities now in front of the net. Hitting the ice, number 26, Max Dronin, dragged down. I think we will have a penalty.
That should be a penalty. I mean, absolutely taken down there by, I think, is that Eftimovsky, or might be giving it to maybe, looks like Blake Norris maybe right here going to the box.
I do believe that is Blake Norris headed to the box. Blake Norris, the defenseman. You kind of see that a lot. He came in to defend Proctor. Maybe a little bit of a dive on Max Dronin, but, you know, still a penalty. Can't hit him after the whistle.
Very
and so
true.
First power play opportunity of the game goes to the Blue Golds. 16 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Pulias, the captain, in for the draw, wins the draw, and the Pointers will look to clear, unable to do so. Dane Hoyard wheels around and passes it back out to the point. Colin Stein back across, finds Cade Peterson. Back to Stein, back to Peterson at the face-off circle, takes a shot and a save towards the corner. Peterson recollects his own rebound, fired along behind the boards over to Kyler Grundy, and that'll exit the zone all the way down. Kamilevsky gives chase, ties up Stein behind his net, wheels around back to Cade Peterson. Back to Stein. He puts on the brakes behind his own net. Guchar out at the play. Peyton Hart now on the ice. Finds Peterson back across the ice to Kyler Grundy. Grundy poke checked in center ice. And now here's an opportunity. Peyton Hart, nobody beat, in by himself. And oh, what a save. Max Guchar tried to find it through the 5-hole. No dice. A good opportunity on the shorthand.
Peyton Hart is good at that stuff. A couple years ago, he led the nation in shorthanded goals. He's not afraid to do that.
1 minute remaining here on the power play for the Blue Golds. That pass goes down the entire ice. It'll be a very clear icing. And that's a heartbreaker for the Blue Golds as they try to get some momentum going, but 57 seconds to go on this power play.
I mean, you can also say it's a little bit of a heartbreaker for the Pointers, too, because Peyton Hart was one-on-one, had to beat Guchar and just could not find the spot there. And you could have had an early 1-0 lead, shorthanded goal. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, can't ask for much more. Pointers doing pretty well this opening power play.
I have to agree, their power kill unit, their penalty kill unit, always one of the best in the nation. Their power play unit also stepping it up in recent memory. That's something they always struggled with. The addition of Peyton Hart certainly adding to that. Here's another drive for the Blue Golds. Dumps it in off the stick of Connor Schmull. Dumps it around the boards. Recollected in center ice by Max Ruho. And dumped in. Joe Manning there tries to intercept and clear the zone. Unable to do so. Out to the point. Cross the ice pass. Max Ruho down below. Tries to pass into the slot, and it's intercepted by the Pointers. Will get a clear. 20 seconds to go here in the power play.
It's a beautiful clear there from the Pointers. Really wasting down time here.
15 seconds to go. Time for one last rush on the stick of Leo Bacallo. Cross ice pass intercepted And Engelbert right there to clear it. That will do it for the power play.
It's a great penalty kill effort there by the Pointers after a kind of tough penalty here, and might have a chance right here.
Engelbart chases it into the corner, dumped in Evan Junker. Cross ice pass in the slot, couldn't take it himself. Fletcher Anderson back to German. Back to Anderson on the rebound, misses the rebound, right underneath it, and the Blue Golds will clear.
Just hopped over the stick there, had a great shot for a rebound. And that just seems like the second opportunity right there for a point to try and get something.
Fletcher Anderson has Engelbert towards the slot. Engelbert save, Max Guchar.
Oh, again, had another great shot there. But instead of just getting it around Guchar, throw it right at the chest area, which is kind of where you want to shoot.
Not
if you want
much
to
you
block.
can
Just
do.
try to tip it in.
Yeah, just got to get the deflect right to the back of the net. Andrew Poulias tried that and failed 1 out of 5 times last week. Seems like he just could not find the back of the net. As the puck is dropped, Poulias wins the draw, but the Blue Golds intercept. They will clear the zone off the stick of Miles Berg. Intercepted in center ice, flipped over the net. And right there is number 22 for the Pointers, Hunter O'Brien, finding his way back into the lineup once again. Came in as the extra forward. Owen Dean gives chase behind the net, behind Max Guchar. Knocked off the puck into center ice. And it's recollected by Poulias, turns and fires over the net of Max Guchar. O'Brien right there, and he absolutely levels, oh my goodness, levels Jordan Randall. Tomasky right there, dumps it in. Dawson Chirino jumps out of the way of a hit, back to Dean, intercepted in center ice by Max Giblin, and he'll clear. That should be an icing. It will be.
Refs just making sure here to get the right guys on the ice after trying to make a quick change there. Good ice in there, and Pointers get an opportunity here. 13-18 left in this first period. And Liam, I don't know about you. I feel like it's going to be a really physical night after the one penalty from Blake Norris and a little bit after, a little extracurricular activity after a couple other plays.
Well, Dawson Chirino leveling Jordan Randall right in front of us in the boards. I mean, I think that sets the tone. I mean, he would just destroy this face-off won by the Pointers. Aiden Mosier at the point, wheels across, finds Joe Manning, shot and save. Follow-up chance for Colangelo, puts it just wide, tried the Spinaruski, and Peyton Hart there to recollect. It will exit the zone, no icing.
Yeah, they're getting a nice change here. And Pointers is going to try and get another opportunity here, set something up offensively. Definitely feels like they're doing pretty good, getting opportunities, just not converting on them right now.
Over to Peyton Hart in center ice. He has no choice, dumps it in. Colangelo gives chase. A little bit of a feint pass there from Carter Bradley. Not able to clear, and a huge hit from Sean Bunsing right in front of us. You could hear that one, crowd reacting to it. And the Pointers dump it back in. Danny Rice, first time we've called his name tonight. Recollects, cross the ice pass, no dice there, right in the face-off circle. Tries to clear Engelbert. In by himself, clear lane to the point. Takes a shot, and it's defended away. Hit a man in front. The Blue Golds doing a great job. Icing waved off at the last possible moment. A little bit of a dribbler puck, and Engelbert has the long stretch pass off the stick of Fletcher Anderson. Kamilevsky gives chase. Kept in the zone, Anderson. And he pins Kyler Grundy along the boards. Both teams really battling for it now in the Blue Gold zone. Eventually the Blue Golds come away with it on the stick of Peter Jacobs. Dumps it in. Cross-ice pass. Chris Engelbert. Intercepted in center ice. Number 15, Kate Peterson. Offsides is the call. That's a lucky break there for the Pointers.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, Eau Claire's really, really great about getting up the ice, finding their man, finding the right pass to make, but just a lot of offsides from kind of early could be a determining factor here.
Face-off won by the Blue Gold. Slap shot, dumps it in off the stick of number 19, Max Rujo, behind the net. Both these teams really battling for it hard in the corners. I've noticed a lot of physical play early on. As here's an opportunity now for the Blue Golds. Number 26, Max Dronen puts on the brakes, passes out to the point, finds his man, a shot from the point, hits a pointer in front, and the Pointers will try to clear and do over the head of Kyler Grundy. Long stretch pass finds Cade Peterson. That one flipped up and out of play. And we'll get another stoppage. 11 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in period number one. Still tied at 0 apiece.
Well, I will say one thing, Liam. The UW Madison Badgers, the men's hockey team, up 4-0 over Michigan. Number 6 Michigan could be a huge win for them, especially after, giving a fight to Michigan State last week. I mean, losing one game, but still getting a W. Could be a big night for them tonight.
Face-off won by the Blue Golds, dumped in by Max Giblin, pinned along the Pointers bench. Both teams battling for it, and Dawson Sherino comes away with it off his stick on to Colin Stein. Long stretch pass, no icing, and the Pointers will give chase. Hunter O'Brien, first one in there for the Pointers, squeaks behind the net, and the Blue Golds recover. Long stretch pass on to Colin Stein's stick. Takes a shot, that hits a man in front, goes wide. Joseph Manning right there, and the Pointers come away with it. Andrew Pulias slides that one up the ice. He finds Owen Dean. Owen Dean cross-ice pass. Dawson Sherino right there, no dice. And here come the Blue Golds the other way. Great puck move there. Alex Proctor way out of his net to play that one. Dangerous, dangerous.
I mean, that's something that we've been just seeing all season. Because, yes, as you said earlier, this is something like a new style that he's been going for this season. But, man, is it never not nerve-wracking whenever he goes out that far.
Blue Golds have possession. Tyler Herzberg tries to find Leo Bacallo up the ice. No dice into the corner. Both teams battling for it. Takes a shot, puts it just wide out of play. Carter Bradley. If he got that one on the net, it would have been a dangerous shot. Turns around. Another shot and a save. Alex Proctor off the stick of Danny Rice. Back out to the point. Throws it towards the net. Hits the corner wide. Carter Bradley there once again. Wheels around. No angle shot. Loud pad save. Into the face-off circle. Another pad save. Alex Proctor putting on a clinic here in the zone as the Pointers are finally able to clear.
Just what a great save there by Proctor. A couple of them just keeping the Pointers in this and still able to clear it here.
Carter Green over the blue line. Dumps it around. That'll head behind the net. Sean Bunting there. They'll try to clear and do, but intercepted by the Blue Golds. Pointers just trying to get a change. Blue Golds take it deep into their territory. Carter Green with it now over the red line. Dumps it in, hits a stick in front. That's a man. Do believe that was number 21, Michael F. Tomovsky. And offsides is the call, so the Blue Golds will have to touch up. And they'll dump it in. Josh German, a new addition to the team this year, transfer from Arcadia. Long stretch pass, finds his man off the stick of Kyler Grundy. Dumps it around. Alex Proctor out of his net to play it. Over to Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky wheels around. And now here comes Chris Engelberg. Passes it up to Anderson. Anderson, raw size pass. F. Tomovsky. Kemelevsky with it now. Wheels around behind the net. Dumps it behind. Tried to find a man out in front. Nobody there. Kemelevsky not able to keep that one in the zone. High stick if he touches it. Neither team wants to. High stick is the call. And we'll have a face-off inside the Blue Gold zone.
Very big break there from the Pointers. The Blue Golds had a man streaking down. Immediate timeout right here, but it's big opportunity here for the Pointers here in the Eau Claire zone to just give a chance. I mean, there's a lot of great shots at Guchar tonight. Just cannot seem to connect on one. 8:43 left in this period.
Ashton, do you have some scores from around the WIAC?
Of course I do. So there's only one other game going on tonight in the WIAC. It is UW River Falls, who's currently ranked number 14, and UW Stout. Northland and Superior are not playing tonight. They are playing tomorrow. They only play one game.
They play the Thursday and Saturday weird series.
They are not playing tonight. So in terms of it currently, it is still 0-0 in that game with 6:28 left in the first period. Stout been playing pretty well to start off this season as well. Pretty similar to Stevens Point in terms of records, with, of course, them losing to Stevens Point in overtime here last Friday. So they're definitely one to look out for, possibly for the WIAC tournament here. Other than that, tomorrow, it's just everyone's playing, all 6 teams. Should be exciting. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. We only have one game we also have to cover outside the WIAC tonight.
UW Superior obviously leading the WIAC 4-1-0, followed up by Eau Claire, then Stevens Point, then River Falls. So they fall from their perch atop the WIAC. A bad string of games, 2 back-to-back losses.
I say they started off really well this season.
Really
now
hot.
It feels like they're back to where they've been the past few seasons.
We came in at number 13, went up to 10, back down to 14, right ahead of the Pointers, who are in danger of losing their ranking for the first time this season. Just about ready to re-enter play here. Chris Engelbart in for the Pointers. He loses the draw on the stick of Colin Stein. Dumps it up and intercepted at center ice. Taken by himself. Fletcher Anderson dumps it back, finds his man. That's Michael Evtomovsky. You know who we haven't seen in recent memory? Klaus Yogi.
Klaus Yogi has not played. Big opportunity there off the stick.
Kemelevsky into the corner, battling for it. Blue Golds not able to corral. Anderson, cross-ice pass at Tomovsky. That one heads for the corner. Cade Peterson wheels around, finds Colin Stein, dumps it up. Norris able to just keep that in. Engelbert at the blue line. Blue Gold's asking for offsides, clearly not offsides. Engelbert in the slot. Fletcher Anderson not able to keep that one in the zone. Blake Norris there to recollect. In center ice, the Pointers will have to reset. Joe Manning, long stretch pass finds Anderson. Long, lackadaisical pass, and it's intercepted right at center ice. Bad, lazy pass there from Fletcher Anderson over to Danny Rice. Intercepted. Andrew Pugliese, the captain, takes a shot, puts it just wide over the bar.
Had the juice. I think it went a little wide there, but had the juice. Definitely a surprising good shot there.
Aiden Moser wheels around, loses an edge, takes a shot, and it's a backhand. Pugliese hits the deck with a crash, and the Blue Golds will clear. Manning, long stretch pass, finds his man, Owen Dean. Owen Dean and myself. Pugliese puts it in the back of the net. Andrew Pugliese, the captain, gets the Pointers on the board.
Wow, what a goal to get started. That just came out of nowhere.
Just tips it in. I mean, in the air, just getting kind of a baseball swing to get that in there. Big goal there from the Pointers with 7:21 left in this period.
Andrew Pugliese had the first goal against Stout. He has the first goal against the Blue Golds. And you can feel this crowd is rocking with it. Standing room only here at the KB Willet Arena.
Yeah, again, this is just a good sign right here for the Pointers that they're trying to get back to the ways they were at highest ranked number 6 this season, and they want to try and get back after a bit of a rough start to the season. And this is definitely a good start as we get icing immediately.
Very quick icing, and so we'll have a face-off immediately to the Blue Gold zone with 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. The Pointers have a 1-0 lead. Also with a 1-0 lead over in Menominee, the Blue Devils up 1-0 over River Falls.
And this is the last thing River Falls wants as well, is just to keep on this losing streak that they've been going.
Peyton Hart loses the draw. Colin Stein takes it up for the Blue Golds. Long stretch pass, finds his man, Cade Lemmer. We've called his name quite a few times over the years. As hitting the deck, Evan Junker not able to corral. Goes off of Gino Colangelo. Should have been a call there, apparently. Intercepted. Colangelo into the corner, wheels around the net. Still has it. Battling for it as Max Guchar with a nice poke check out from behind the net. Colangelo wheels around back to Hart. Peyton Hart loses control. Really battling for it as it's hitting the ice. Came in with a lot of speed with Sean Bunting. After Mofsky, cross-ice pass. Into Moser right in front. Colangelo puts it just wide, and back into the corner they go. Sean Bunting back to Eftimowski. Aiden Moser, slap shot, save. Easy save there for Max Guchar for a stoppage of play. The Pointers were buzzing.
Man, that was a really close tip-in right there. We're talking inches away from a quick 2-0 lead to get it started. But you're absolutely right. The Pointers are buzzing right now. In terms of the offense, they found the groove first. And it seems like possession puck's been pretty similar right now, I feel. But the Pointers have been able to come away with more opportunities because, as we see right now, Eau Claire is leading in terms of shot on goal right now. So they're just not converting.
Joseph Manning with it now in center ice. Enters his own zone, has to make a decision and fast. Puts on the brakes, intercepted pass at center ice. Something that has been hurting the Pointers this season is they cannot make their decision close enough. And you see their pass gets intercepted. Alex Proctor with it. Long stretch pass over in center ice. Intercepted at center ice by the Blue Golds. Max Rujo, long stretch pass. Playing tennis right now, basically, these two teams are. And the Blue Golds, a long shot in, way wide into the corner, wheels behind the net. Finds Max Rujo at the point, wheels around at the blue line, takes a shot or a pass towards the net. No angle shot, puts it just wide. The Pointers will try to clear. Quinn Hill, intercepted at center ice, hassled. Long stretch pass, intercepted. Kyler Grundy dumps it in. And the Blue Golds go for a change. Proctor out of his net to play that one. Evan Junker takes it himself. Pass up. Misses his man. Chance now in front for the Blue Golds. Kamalevsky there on the back check. Able to take away the puck. Dumps it in himself. Pointers go for a change. Kamalevsky on Stein. And the Blue Golds come away. Miles Berg with it now. Intercepted right at the blue line by Josh German. Touched it his hands and it flew right into the Blue Golds bench.
And just a very, very good offensive set from the Pointers, really finding their groove early here in this game. And Badgers actually ended up winning 4-0 over Michigan, so big win for them tonight.
They needed that to try and go back to the way that they, again, say really similar to the Pointers, that the Badgers had a lot of expectations going to season. Started off really poorly, but is now starting to find their way back with Big Ten play. I mean, I don't think that's an exaggeration to say that.
No. I just
say.
had nothing to add to that. You're exactly right. Got the upset win over Michigan State University and then an overtime loss. Still came out with it 5 points compared to Michigan's 2. Kamilevsky with it now, wheels around in the blue-gold zone, intercepted there by number 15, Cade Peterson, dumps it up, intercepted at center ice, Evan Junker. Kamilevsky now, 2-on-1, takes it himself, easy save, Max Guchar right into his chest, and another stoppage of play, 4 minutes, 47 seconds in, the Pointers have a 1-0 lead.
I mean, if you keep giving shots like that, I mean, eventually it's going to tire out Max Guchar, but for now, I mean, the Pointers really staying in their offensive zone right here, playing well, knock on wood, hopefully they just continue to do this. It's just very good opportunity here.
Pulias wins the draw, back out to Norris at the point, takes himself, trips over his own skates, and it goes to the corner. Pulias, the captain, there to play it. He really getting hassled, and he finally hits the deck. But the Blue Golds with a fast rush up the ice. Connor Schmall takes himself, one good move, another good move. Backhand shot is blocked in front. Great defense there. Michael Evtomovsky.
Yeah, Evtomovsky just stuck with him. He made a ton of moves.
Pulias with speed, in by himself, tries a pass out in front, hits the outside of the shot. It's loose in the crease. And finally, is covered up by Max Guchar. Evtomovsky comes in at the last second, getting underneath the skin of the Blue Golds, but Pulias coming in with a lot of speed. And it hits the outside of the post. You saw the water bottle jump up and down on top of the net.
And you kind of saw Chirino a little bit get into Guchar. I mean, at that point, I get it. You know, you're trying to tip it in, but
Dawson Chirino known to get underneath the skin of multiple opponents.
It's not a new occurrence with Dawson Chirino.
Peyton Hart in to take the draw, wins the draw. And it goes to Joe Manning at the point. Manning puts it up wide over to Sean Bunting. Back to Peyton Hart behind the net. Intercepted. Sean Bunting throws the shoulder. And the Blue Golds try to clear and do. Gino Colangelo at center ice. Passes across to Mosier. Back to Colangelo. Up the ice. Joseph Manning dumps it in. Kind of had it off of his stick a little bit. No offsides. The linesman was all turned around. A long stretch pass finds Sean Bunting. Tries to pass through center ice. Intercepted. And here come the Blue Golds the other way. Tyler Hersberg in by himself. Great poke check in the lane. Gino Colangelo. Who's got it into the corner? Hitting the deck is one of the Blue Golds. Colangelo comes away with the puck. Not quite. And it's in the face-off circle. Takes a shot himself off the stick of a Blue Pointer in front. Back out wide. Finds Max Ruho. And there's a shot and a save. Alex Proctor says that he got the save. And it goes to Max Ruho.
Ooh, that was a close one. It seemed like a Blue Gold definitely try and tip that there. It's good awareness, though, by Proctor.
Ruho at the point, wheels around, decides what he wants to do. Has Carter Green, takes a shot, no angle shot, into the glove, and there was a follow-up slash. And hitting the deck is Cade Lemmer. That's a dive if I've ever seen one.
I definitely
Put on your scuba gear.
I mean, really, dude. That's
pretty blatant.
That's kind of. And I think they might give it here.
They are gonna give it. Aiden Moser is gonna head to the bench. I think they're also gonna call Cade Lemmer for the dive.
I think they're gonna call embellishment right there because that definitely looked like embellishment.
They will. Yeah. Cade Lemmer is gonna head to the box. 2 minutes for embellishment.
Yeah, and
that's
the Pointer
a great
crowd
call.
Has just found out the Pointers are gonna get away with it. And the Pointers are now going to be going on the power play.
I mean, that was a great call. Schroeder, a tenured official here at the D3 level, especially at KB Willet. Fellas, I know we said before the game not to be biased, but that's not even biased. That was just as clear a dive as I've ever seen.
That is objective fact right there.
Get that guy an Oscar.
Pointers on the power play. Long stretch pass. Dane Hoyard takes it himself, tries a pass into the center ice. And the Blue Golds being very aggressive here on the penalty kill. Not allowing the Pointers to get anything set up. Fletcher Anderson into center ice. Over to Chirino. Back to Dane Hoyard. Over to Stein.
You know, I do like this approach, though, coming from Eau Claire to get aggressive. Get the stick on the puck. And just try and keep away from point as long as possible. As much as you can. And I like it. And it's working to start off.
Josh German with it now, puts on the speed, turns and fires it behind him. Fletcher Anderson, the tenured senior, drops it back. Dawson Chirino over to Bunting. Bunting back across Sherino. That should have been a slash. Oh, my goodness.
We should be on 5
Wow.
on 3. Wow.
I am surprised that was not called. As Sherino's stick flying out of his hands. But Peyton Hart now on for the Pointers. Over to Bunting. Bunting, long stretch pass, finds Peyton Hart. He'll beat out the icing.
Whoa.
Max Kuchar way out of his net to play it. Good play there. Takes it away from Peyton Hart. And Evan Junker takes it in his own zone. Puts on the brakes. Drops it up. Finds Kamilevsky. Kamilevsky in over the blue line. Drops it back. Back to Kamilevsky in the corner. Puts on the brakes. He gets pinned. And both teams battling for it now along the boards. Right out front, almost to Max Kuchar. Shouts out to the slot to Junker. Back across the ice. Owen Dean back to Junker. Takes a shot into the glove of Max Kuchar. And there was something followed up there. Peyton Hart reacting to something.
I got his hand slashed there by, I think that was Carter Green right
I
at the
wouldn't
end
have
of the
been
play.
surprised if that was by Max Kuchar, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame Max Kuchar. If you're standing right in front of him, he's not afraid to give a fight.
25 seconds to go on the power play for the Pointers. They lead 1-0 with 1 minute and 36 seconds to go in the first period. Face-off won by the Pointers. Josh German finds Sherino at the point. Back to German. German in the center ice finds Engelbert, the high-scoring freshman. Back to Sherino. Julius, the captain, now at the face-off circle. Tried it back to Sherino. Back to Sherino, wheels in, out to the slot, and not able to connect is Andrew Pulias, and that's going to do it for the power play.
I like that idea coming there. I just think that the pass might have been just a little too fast. I do like that idea, and it was a good try, but Pointers are going to come away empty there.
Sherino in center ice, takes it over the blue line, passes and dumps it in for Andrew Pulias. Andrew Pulias levels the shoulder, and he takes out number 27, Max Giblin. Kyle Alexiuk with it now, passes up to Colin Stein, not able to keep it on his stick. And here come the Pointers. Colangelo over center ice, dumps it in off the stick of number 23, Peyton Hart. And the Blue Golds trying to escape their own zone with 30 seconds to go here in the period. That trickles all the way down to the Pointer end. Proctor way out of his net to play that one, makes a dangerous pass in front of his net, and he's lucky nothing came from that one. Kyle Alexiuk passes it out back to Alexiuk, takes a shot off the shoulder of Alex Proctor. Carter Bradley with it now, battling for it in front of the Pointer
About 15
bench.
seconds left right here.
Over to Colangelo at center ice. The Pointers just trying to escape their own zone.
Yeah, I think
8 seconds to go. The Blue Golds will just eat this one, I do believe. They won't start a rush. And that one goes the entire length. With 1 second to go, they'll wave off icing. And that brings us into the first frame. The Pointers have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, again, I think the Pointers were just pretty content there after the missed power play. Just go into the first intermission, up a 1-0 lead, and definitely not a bad first period for the Pointers there, able to get the lead. However, again, I just think there's a couple of missed opportunities there from the Pointers. That's kind of being a little nitpicky, though, but overall, not bad.
Very
start off this game.
physical period between both sides, and you know, what more do you expect from these two matchups? I mean, we saw this last year in the WIAC Championship. The last few years in the WIAC Championship, a very big rivalry between these two sides. But for the Pointers here, great first period. Not the way that they wanted it to end, but still up 1-0 here.
Well, 2 penalties assigned, 2 penalty minutes, and the other team able to connect, 1 penalty each. The Pointers leading with block shots, however, 6 compared to Eau Claire's 1. 21 shots on net for Eau Claire compared to .16. That's something unusual that you really don't see too often here at KB Willet. 10 shots on goal compared to the Pointers' 13 shots on goal, and 2 assists for the Pointers. That brings us to the end of period number 1. We'll be back in about 15 minutes right after this. Reminder, you are listening to 90 FM. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to KB Willet Arena here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin for tonight's conference matchup between the UW Stevens Point Pointers and the UW Eau Claire Blue Golds. The Pointers take a 1-0 lead off the stick of the captain, Andrew Pulius. It is his 4th of the year, bringing his points total up to number 8. Some stats from the first period: the Blue Golds did lead in overall shots, but the Pointers lead in shots on goal with 13-10. In the face-off circle, the Pointers are winning, but only just barely.
Yeah, it's a very close face-off here tonight. And honestly, I feel like it's been going Eau Claire's way a little bit. Even after the Pointers win the face-off, it seems like Eau Claire's just getting it right back quickly. So good job on the Blue Golds tonight. In terms of face-offs, they're playing really well. But for the Pointers tonight, 10 shots on goal. Well, actually, 12 shots, 13 shots on goal. 12 saves for Max Guchar. Pointers up 1-0.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, back to Ashton's point he had earlier, is that the Pointers were playing well, but there were key areas they just weren't connecting with each other, it seemed.
Yes, absolutely. And again, I feel like this game really has gone, it's been very even, very cut in half right now, because as you mentioned, yes, Eau Claire leads overall shots on goal, so Point leads Eau Claire leads on shots, but Stevens Point leads in shots on goal. So again, it's been that back and forth that I definitely feel like has been the overall theme of that first period. It's just that Stevens Point was able to connect just a little, was able just to find one moment right there where they caught Guchar off guard a little bit and was able to sneak one in there. So it seems like that's going to be kind of the vibe of tonight, is just going back and forth until eventually someone makes a mistake.
Max Guchar heading down to the dog pound on the other side of the ice, the ever-dangerous student section here at KB Willet Arena. That's a dangerous part to play. Peyton Hart said he did not envy any goaltender that had to play in that end of the ice. Peyton Hart, speak of the devil, in for the Pointers on the draw, and the Pointers will win. On the stick of Blake Norris, puts on the brakes, immediately hassled by the Blue Golds off of Leo Bacallo, passes it up, touched by Colangelo, no icing. Colin Stein gives chase behind the net. Sean Bunting, stick in the lane, intercepts it and keeps it in for the Pointers. Back around behind the net. Colin Stein there to play it in the corner. Tries to clear and does, and he's immediately rocked by Sean Bunting. Blue Golds take it in. Leo Bacallo puts on the brakes, takes a quick shot and a save. Alex Proctor. Into the corner now. Sean Bunting, still a little bit of a slick playing surface. Kept just in at the blue line. Blake Norris there to clear the zone. On the stick of Blake Norris, dumps it into the corner, no icing. Sean Bunting there to give chase. Collected by Carter Green, passes it up, long stretch pass, finds his man, and Leo Bacallo dumps it in, goes for a change. Proctor out of his net to play that one. Blake Norris there. Takes it himself behind the net, passes it up, Josh German. Long stretch pass, finds Pulius. Tangled up with his own man, Dawson Trino. Trino in by himself, over to the corner, puts on the brakes. Faces in the slot to Owen Dean, intercepted by the Blue Golds. Cade Peterson over the blue line. Dumps it in, checked off the puck. Dawson Trino over to Junker. Andrew Pulius, the captain, not able to corral, and it will exit the zone. Carter Bradley passes it down low over to Max Dronin. Dronin cross ice pass, hits Dane Hoyard. Taken away, Evan Junker into the corner. Slapped behind the net. Cade Peterson pass out to the slot, intercepted Andrew Pulius, and the Pointers will clear. Over to Sherino, into the blue line. It will be offsides. He'll have to tag up. Still offsides. Dawson Sherino still hasn't tagged up. And the Blue Golds just trying to clear and do. Past the center ice. Fletcher Anderson there as two players get tangled up in the center. That was number 15, Cade Peterson, with number 4, Aiden Mosier. And it's dumped in by Engelbert. Not able to keep it in at the blue line. And Engelbert needs a man to pass. Passes it up the ice. Finds Kemalevsky. Aiden Mosier there. Thought they were offsides. Had to tag up. Over to Danny Rice. Over to Engelbart. Hitting the deck is one of the Blue Golds, Charlie Erickson. Tries a cross ice pass to Kemalevsky. Stays just in at the blue line. The Blue Golds again able to clear. Connor Schmall gives chase. He's been very quiet late tonight. Started the game. We really haven't seen much of him. Joseph Manning takes it behind his net. Over the red line. Tries to pass up. Hits a man in front. Kyler Grundy off of his helmet. And Engelbart will have to recollect. To the face-off circle, puts on the brakes, looking for a man. Long stretch pass. Joseph Manning has his man in stride. Number 4, Aiden Mosier. Cross-ice pass intercepted by the Blue Golds. Would have been a dangerous opportunity for the Pointers. And here they come the other way. In over the line. Leo Bacallo takes a shot. Another save. Follow-up chance. No dice. And the Pointers get a lucky break. That one down the ice. It will be icing by a mile for our first stoppage of play here in period number 2. 16 minutes and 57 seconds to go.
And just a lot of great back and forth, kind of like you said, just playing tennis here tonight. And it looks like we got a score update between Stout and UW River Falls. River Falls, Dylan Smith puts one up on the board for the Falcons, 1-1 there in Menominee. Face-off won by the Pointers. Quentin Hill shoots around to Nico Kemalevsky.
Dumps it up to Joseph Manning. Manning takes it himself over to Anderson over the blue line. Dumps it in to Quentin Hill. Gets tied up. Colin Stein, body towards the corner. Quentin Hill going very aggressive towards this Blue Golds. Obviously very frustrated, not able to get any offense going with that one. Kept in the line. Great play. Across the ice. Finds Alexiak. Drops it back. And pass around behind the net. Over to Max Ruho. Ruho dumps it back behind the net, tries to find Alexiak. Alexiak lets it go out to the point over to Miles Berg. Berg takes a shot, hits a man in front, off the pads of Will Brenner. Quentin Hill dumps it in, finds Bennett Kupal. He gets a shoulder. Wonderful hit there from Max Ruho. And Kupal is hurt as he limps back towards the bench. Pointers are playing a man down. Stretch pass finds Leo Bacalo. Bacalo dumps it in. Proctor out of his net to play that one. Can't corral. Over to Norris into the corner. Norris pops it up to Bunting. Bunting not able to clear the zone. Kept in at the blue line by Max Ruho. Back across the ice. Down low for number 21, Tyler Hertzberg. Cross ice pass into the slot. In all alone. Backhand shot and a save by Alex Proctor. A dangerous opportunity there for Leo Bacalo as he stepped in past everybody. And Alex Proctor with a good glove save, flashing the leather with 15 minutes and 39 seconds to go.
Man, that was such a nice backhand right there. Very strong, able to get a really nice shot where Proctor show off just his skills right there, able to track it. And that's one thing that the Pointers did really well in that first period that I thought didn't need a change, needed just to go into, was the defense. I thought the defense of the Pointers in that first period was pretty excellent. They were able to keep with the puck for most of it and was able just to interrupt a lot of opportunities that Eau Claire had. So you just need to really keep that up in the second period here, just to at least keep this one a lead.
Face-off won by the Pointers. Quick poke check from Proctor, knocks that one towards the corner. Blue Golds quickly getting set up offensively. Bradley to Bacalo. Bacalo out to the point. Danny Rice takes a shot and a loud pad save. Alex Proctor as that one's up and out of play. Bennett Kupal has not re-entered the game since he had that injury. He skated limply to the bench. Obviously, we hope he's okay. Looks like he's being attended to by the training staff.
Hopefully he's all right. And I think during that play, too, you can kind of see Hunter O'Brien kind of get in it with Cade Lemmer, who had the penalty tonight. So fireworks here early.
Julius in for the Pointers. He'll win the draw. Back to O'Brien behind the net. Takes it himself. Passes that one up. Finds Chirino. Chirino puts on the brakes. Dangerous pass in front of his own net. Over to Junker. Can't keep it. And the Blue Golds now set up offensively. Over to Max Dronin behind the net. Evan Junker tries to escape punishment over to O'Brien. And the Blue Golds once again with an interception. Leo Bacala puts on the brakes. Steps in past everybody. Good poke check. Over to Dean. Not able to corral. Back up to Max Dronin. Dronin loses that one into center ice. Owen Dean with it now. Over the Blue Gold zone. Dumps that one in. Max Guchar slaps that one towards the corner. Intercepted by the captain, Andrew Poulias. Wheels around in the middle circle. Dumps it in. Goes for a change. Max Guchar way out of his net to play that one. Kept in at the line. Avtomovsky. Back behind the net for Chirino to the corner. Norris steps up and plays that one. Back for Chirino. Puts a Spinaruski on. Loses control of the puck and hitting the deck is number 39, Dane Hoyard. Blue Golds asking for one. Will not get it. And they'll clear the zone for Evtomovsky. Evtomovsky almost lost control of that one right in front of Alex Proctor. Almost put that one in the back of his own net. And Jordan Randall dumps that one in. Back for Anderson, center ice. Anderson with speed. Has a man. Takes a shot himself. Saved by Guchar. And goes towards the corner. 3-on-3 the other way. Intercepted at center ice by Aiden Moser. Some fast, quick action here from both sides. As Aiden Moser with it now into center ice. Aiden Moser. Face-off circle. Clears his own zone. Tries to find, I think that's Evtomovsky out towards the circle. Hit him in the shin. And the Blue Golds recover. Slapped at center ice by Kyler Grundy. And it will be icing.
Very close icing there. And kind of a big break for the Pointers here. I mean, a couple big hits after the play, I think Kemelevsky had an opportunity up there too. But I think another score update for
Yeah,
Stout.
so actually before the previous call over there was actually another score update. About a minute after UW River Falls tied it up the game, Brendan Boyce for Stout gets a goal, gets Stout back up 2-1.
Into the slot, chance out in front, and it just goes off over the stick of Fletcher Anderson. Over to Engelbart, face-off circle, tries to find Joseph Manning. Manning at the blue line, puts on the brakes, down low for Anderson. Puts on the brakes to the corner, avoids the referee. It's in his skates. Anderson tries to pass that one out. Engelbart tries to find the point man to Manning, and it will escape the zone. Aiden Mosier, long stretch pass. Engelbart over to Kemelevsky. Tries to find back to Engelbart, back to the corner. Engelbart back to Manning at the point. Slap shot, easy save. Max Guchar, that one will be up and out of play.
Just goes out of play there, and great effort there by Guchar getting his stick in front and kind of batting it away. A lot of great stuff out of both goalies here tonight, besides one goal given up, but that's just a tough goal to even stop there if you're Guchar. But Pointers here got to find something here to extend their lead and keep the momentum going.
Julius wins the draw. Quick shot off the face. A follow-up chance save. Max Guchar.
That was a really good chance right there. Almost caught Guchar off guard. Just wasn't able to put in the right spot. And Guchar made a pretty incredible save there.
That one escapes the zone. Pointers have to go all the way back. Josh German puts on the brakes, his own zone, tries to get his team right back into it. Owen Dean intercepted at center ice. No offsides for the Blue Golds. Back to Evan Junker. Takes it in front of his own net. Dangerous pass there to Josh German. Back up to Shrino. Long stretch pass. Finds Pulias. Can't corral. And Leo Bacallo in by himself for Josh German. Takes a shot and a save. Alex Proctor off the blocker. A follow-up shot goes off the stick of a Pointer in front, way over the head of Alex Proctor into the center ice. Dawson Shrino right there. And up to the ice to Kyle Alexiuk. Alexiuk dumps that one in. Proctor out of his net to play that one. Goes up to Josh German. German finds Pulias. Intercepted center ice. Blue Golds. Over to German. Puts on the brakes behind his own net. Looking for the Pointers to get set. Owen Dean there now on the ice. Josh German still looking for a pass. Evan Junker goes for a change. German puts on the brakes. Long stretch pass. Finds Blake Norris. Keeps it out of the zone. Peyton Hart with speed. Face-off circle towards the net. Takes a shot and a save. Max Guchar.
Oh, man, that was actually a surprisingly decent shot there. Hart using his speed. Tried to get a backhand. Really difficult, though, just to fit it in that one corner. It just wasn't able to. So instead, we're just going to get another face-off in the Pointer zone.
11 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in period number 2. Pointers with a 1-0 lead. Just a reminder, you are listening to WWSP, Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Face-off won by the Blue Golds, battling for it now in the corner. Wheels around, tries to find Cade Peterson. He's there. Slaps it back the other way for Dane Hoyard. Hoyard dumps it up for Danny Rice. Rice behind his own net, dumps it cross. Cade Peterson. Hassled now, Max Dronin in his own zone. Over to Falls, avoids a hit in the corner. Tries a pass right in front of Proctor. Can't figure out what to do with it. The Pointers will try to clear. Falls gets taken down, but finds Hill at center ice. Puts on the brakes. Chance out in front for Falls. Puts it right over the top of the net.
And we saw Matthew Falls get his first career high stick in there. But like I said before, Matthew Falls found his first career goal of his career against Northland last week in a 10-0 victory. So almost has great opportunities, just a lot of great saves by the goalies.
A little bit of an interesting situation there. It was a high stick by the Pointers and also an offsides. Pointers decided to go for a change. Instead of picking up the puck and getting an easy offensive rush going, Danny Rice likes to just let that one go for a stoppage of play. You got to wonder why that was. As the Pointers win the draw, it's dumped in by Hunter O'Brien. Colin Stein knocked off the puck out into center ice. Jordan Randall, cross ice pass. Miles Berg over the blue line, dumps it in, and an easy glove save there for Alex Proctor.
Just a quick scoop there by Proctor, looking like a first baseman. Quick scoop.
He got the flick wrist.
Yeah.
He got the wrist
He did the little
too.
flick. Luckily, he kept that puck in his glove.
Instead of just yoinking it up in the air.
10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in period number 2. The Pointers still with a 1-0 lead. Face-off one with the draw. And it goes to the corner. Peyton Hart, first man in for Colangelo. Cross-ice pass finds Joseph Manning. Peyton Hart streaking. Joseph Manning can't find Peyton Hart. Peyton Hart now with it now, and a save. Easy save there, Max Guchar. Peyton Hart was streaking. Manning just couldn't find him fast enough. Still got the shot off, but another save, Max Guchar.
And that's one thing I like about Peyton Hart. He's really racing up the ice, giving every opportunity for the Pointers to just find him in the open. Hopefully get a goal here, but if you keep wearing down Guchar, at some point he's going to break.
You would imagine. You would imagine that.
one would think.
Yeah, one would think.
I think they called a long offsides call.
Ooh,
I think they called offsides, and that's why we're having the face-off out of the zone. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I can only admit that's the only explanation for this call right here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Face-off won by the Blue Golds. Fletcher Anderson, first man in. Evtomovsky towards the corner, back for Anderson, puts on the brakes behind his own net, pass out to the slot, and it goes way wide. That'll exit the zone. Alex Proctor will have to play it. Proctor, long stretch pass, finds Fletcher Anderson at center ice, pass across the point for Engelbert. Engelbert puts on the brakes, gets hassled, turns and dumps it in. Kemalevsky in the corner, takes a shot. Evan Junker, follow-up chance, and it goes just wide of Max Guchar. Junker keeps it in. Puts on the brakes at the blue line, keeps it in, really battling for it now, both teams. Still in the blue-gold zone. Kemalevsky with it now towards the corner for Sherino. Back to Junker. Junker, long stretch pass, takes a shot from the point, and that's right in the chest pad of Charlie Erickson.
That was a nice scoop there. There's a nice grab of the puck up there because Eau Claire definitely had an opportunity if Junker didn't let that puck pass, or let that puck pass, I should say, but instead, Pointers just going to try and clear it here, try and set something up defensively.
Miles Berg dumps it in the zone, gives Chase Proctor out of his net to play that one. Rings it around the boards, up and out of play. Some lucky fan will get a souvenir. Proctor didn't mean to do that one, I'm sure. With 9 minutes and 16 seconds left to go, we'll get our first media timeout of the game. The Pointers still with a 1-0 lead.
The second one of the game. There was one during the first period. Anyway.
Some stats and scores from around the WAC.
I mean, again, there's nothing changed after that goal. Still 2-1. Stouts winning, and that's all of the games going on in the WIAC right now. So
19 shots on goal from the Pointers in this period. 15 shots on goal from the Blue Golds. Almost said Blue Devils, but that was last week. And just still, Pointers up 1-0 here. I mean, a lot of great stuff offensively for the Pointers. Getting great shots off to Guchar, making him work, but Guchar, being the goalie that he is, really great saves out there, and honestly, keeping the Blue Golds in this game with a lot of great saves, and just a lot of great stuff offensively for the Pointers, though. Just got to find one in the back of the net to keep the momentum going.
I think there is one thing I did kind of want to mention is that, you know, you were, Liam, you're talking about opposing goalies playing in the dog pound near that student section. However, you know, Pointers, I feel like the past couple times I've been watching them, they've been kind of struggling in the second period to get anything going, especially with that Stout game last week where they're actually up 1-0, and Stout scored 2 goals in the second period to go up 2-1 going into that intermission. So it definitely feels like the goalies are figuring something out, at least when it comes to how to deal with the student section.
Well, Max Guchar, a seasoned veteran of the WIAC. It's not the first time he's had to play here at KB Willett. A long shot from the point off the shoulder of Alex Proctor. Behind the net over to Poulias, kept in at the red line by Max Ruho. Long stretch pass, Leo Bacalo battling forward along the boards. That stretches out to the slot, and here come the Pointers the other way. Dawson Sherino knocks that one up. In by himself, Dawson Sherino, backhand shot, put between the legs. What a shot, but what an even better save by Max Guchar.
I mean, that's just the type of stuff we see out of Sherino, trying anything to get it past Guchar, and I mean, I'm surprised he even got it through his legs in the first place to even get a shot off, but what an effort there by Sherino.
Well, we see that from him a lot. Always a wizard, a magician, the puck on the string, whatever you want to call it. Something new from him every game. Like we said, 2 goals in the last series against Northland, a 10-0 victory, and the second WIAC win for the Pointers. Face-off won by the Blue Golds. Taken up the ice by Dane Hoyard. Has to dump that one in. Evtomovsky corrals, takes a hit in the corner. Over to Kemelevsky, tries to pass it up, finds Engelbert. Engelbert clears the zone, but the Blue Golds recover. Hoyard in by himself over to Peterson. Peterson, long pass from the boards. And we'll get another stoppage of play with 8 minutes and 26 seconds to go in period number 2. A slower period, it seems, even though there's been no penalties.
And good news over by Stout. 3-1 now after a goal by Colin Daikawa on the power play for the Blue Devils. Could be a big win over there in Menominee, and they go play in River Falls on Saturday. Could be a sweep maybe.
Face-off won by the Pointers, poked away. Alex Proctor tries to escape the own zone. Over to Joseph Manning, face-off circle, and he'll clear. Manning with it now in center ice, passes it up, tries to find Tomovsky, not able to do so, pinned along the corner in the blue-gold zone over by the Firehouse ad. Max Dronin with it now, clears his own zone, intercepted Joseph Manning, long stretch pass, finds Fletcher Anderson, did not manage to touch it, but icing waved off. I can't believe that call. That was scary there for a second. Aiden Moser with it now, along the far boards. Dumps it around low for Kemelevsky, back to Anderson. Anderson wheels around, puts on the brakes, passes it to the face-off circle, takes it himself, hooked around, and he finally hits the ice. Peyton Hart now into the corner, passes it out wide, finds Norris. Or Aiden Moser, excuse me. And now it's number 18, Jordan Randall, in by himself. Takes a shot, easy save there. And on the rebound, we'll get some extra slashing and fighting. But the save is made. Alex Proctor with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go. We're playing in 1 minute time crunches here, it seems like.
Yeah, I know. You get a minute to try something, and like, nope, hang on, hang on, stop and play, offside or icing or something.
Quick stop play, and then kind of Schmuel kind of got in there a little bit to try to poke it in, but Proctor making a great saves here tonight to kind of stay in front.
Talk about this game. There should have been icing down low. Fletcher Anderson did not touch that puck, and he almost certainly did not beat it out. I don't know why there wasn't even a call. Face-off won by the Blue Golds. Slap shot from the point off of Evan Junker in front. Blue Golds getting set up offensively. Max Giblin, cross-ice pass. Colin Stein throws it towards the net, hits Josh German in front and to the corner. Both teams battling for it now. Quentin Matthews falls, wheels it around behind the net. Evan Junker there. And Quentin Hill tries to escape for Josh German behind the net. And finally winds up in the skates of number 17, Bennett Kupal. He's back on the ice after taking an apparent injury. Alex Proctor rings that one around the boards. Can't escape the zone. Just barely does after a swing of the miss. Bennett Kupal has Matthew Fall streaking. Tries to dump it in. And Matthew falls right there into the corner. And it will exit the zone.
Kind of see Kopel just skating a little, kind of limping a little bit on the ice here.
Into the zone, Sean Bunting with it now. He collects it at the face-off circle over the blue line, puts on the brakes over the red line. Bunting making everybody miss, but a good poke check there at the face-off circle by number 19. Max Ruho ends that threat. And here come the Blue Golds the other way. Into the slot, chance in front, save Alex Proctor, now goes to the corner. Back for Bacalo at the point. Bacalo, Spinaruski move. Max Ruho now, and here come the Pointers the other way. They manage to clear the zone over for Colangelo. Takes a long shot and a blocker save by Max Guchar. Another shot from the point goes way wide over to Evtomovsky in the far boards, back behind the net, and not able to clear the Blue Golds. Squeaks out towards the center ice. Hart takes a shot. It goes off of a stick in front. An easy save for Max Guchar. And it lays on the blue line, but the Pointers just managed to keep that one in. Owen Dean gives chase out to the blue line, and the Blue Golds finally able to clear.
Yeah, it wasn't even really like Point had any opportunity to get any real shots.
Oh my goodness, Dawson Chirino levels Leo Bacalo at center ice, and it goes over to Joseph Manning. Back to O'Brien, and now for Owen Dean. Owen Dean face-off circle. Joseph Manning in the slot, and a good block shot there. Number 24, Carter Green. Up the other way, Max Dronin in by himself, taken out at the knees by O'Brien.
Man, we're seeing some big hits now because we had one over in that corner right over there. And then it almost seemed like 2 Pointers kind of tabled a Blue Gold there. So some big hits now come from the Pointers.
Peterson a pass into the slot, knocked away Owen Dean. trying to clear, not able to do so, onto the stick of Andrew Pugliese, the captain. Joseph Manning dumps that one in, touched at center ice, and Owen Dean hits the ice. Oh, Dawson Chirino making his presence known again. It's getting to be a physical game. Chirino takes it himself over the blue line. Andrew Pugliese with it now into the corner. Wheels around for Cade Peterson. Dumps it back behind the net, finds Carter Bradley. Bradley loses control over to Anderson. Back behind the net for Pugliese. Pugliese out to the blue line for Junker. Tiptoes that blue line, passes it up for Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky into the corner where he's pinned and loses control. Anderson there, not able to stay in, and that'll hit Blake Norris, who was leaning over the bench.
I think he was trying to just keep it in, and I believe that kind of hit the corner of the box there. But you could see Dawson Chirino laying out a couple big hits. For as skinny of a guy Dawson is, he's not afraid to lay somebody out, and that's kind of the physicality we've been seeing tonight between both sides. Not afraid to lay out a hit.
Face-off won by the Blue Golds at center ice with speed. Connor Schmoll dumps it in and gives chase. Beats out of there. First one there, and there's a penalty upcoming. They're going to get Connor Schmoll for interference. Evan Junker hard into the boards, and Schmoll doesn't waste any time going to the penalty box.
I mean, he kind of knew right away. Yeah, that's on me. That's a rough hit there for Junker, but he gets up and stays strong here. Penalty kill. Or power play opportunity here for the Pointers again.
I mean, yeah, again, it was a very physical period, but I should say right there, you just got caught a little bit off position, and now the Pointers get another chance to go to power play. Now, this was something that they did struggle on last week. They had 5 opportunities, converted on 2 of them, and again, that's why they brought people in like Clayton Hart. Hart has been pretty good for helping the energy and the Pointers' conversion rate on the power play, so they're hoping that they can get something right now to extend this lead.
Face-off won by the Blue Golds. They'll turn and clear immediately. 4 minutes to go here in period number 2. This will bring us down to the 2-minute warning almost, if there was one for hockey. Josh German with it now over the blue line. Takes it himself. Wheels around the face-off circle. Pass to the slot. Finds his man. Intercepted by Andrew Pugliese. And he's hassled off the puck by Anderson. Anderson, cross-ice pass to Chirino. Chirino puts on the brakes, leaves it in. Finds Engelbart below the net. Back to Chirino into the corner. Engelbart, pass out wide to German at the point. German cross-ice pass finds Fletcher Anderson. Anderson back over for Pugliese. Pugliese loses control, back behind the net. Engelbart back to Pugliese. Pugliese back out to the point for Anderson. Anderson cross-ice pass, kept in by Josh German. German throws that one into the slot. It's a bouncing puck, and Max Kuchar puts the glove on for the stoppage of play. 1 minute and 4 seconds to go here in the power play.
And I will say that one thing about Eau Claire, in their penalty kill unit, very aggressive, going after the puck any chance they get. Could hurt them in the long run, but for now, they're fighting pretty hard to keep this out of the back of the net here for the Pointers.
3 minutes and 4 seconds to go in period number 2. 19 shots on goal for the Pointers compared to Eau Claire's 15. Peyton Hart in for the draw. He'll lose. The Blue Golds ring that one around, trying to clear. Owen Dean, first one there, keeps it in. Over to Sean Bunting, back to Dean at the point. Dean puts on the brakes. Junker takes a shot and goes just wide. Tried to find the corner through traffic. And over to Kemelevsky. That one exits the zone, and the Blue Golds get a little bit of a breather. Over to Junker. He's hassled by number 26, Max Dronin, on the forecheck. Back cross-ice pass finds Dean. Dean in the center ice with speed. Takes it himself. He gets tripped up at the blue line. Back to Junker. Slap shot. Hits a man in front. That's off the skates of number 18, Jordan Randall. Sean Bunting with it now. Passes it up to Dean. Blue line to the slot. Junker. Cross-ice pass. Save. Kuchar. Follow-up chance. Scores! And he is leveled after the puck. And that's going to be a draw, a penalty for sure. Oh my goodness, Dean with the follow-up chance.
Actually, that might have been
Peyton Hart. Peyton Hart.
He is furious.
Peyton Hart gets the goal, and he is leveled well after the whistle. If Schroeder's worth his salt, this has got to be a penalty.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely was a goal for Peyton Hart right there. Got the rebound, had a wide open net there, and then just got decked
Sean
right afterwards.
Bunting came in almost immediately to let him know what he thought about that. Headed to the box. It looks like number 13, Cade Lemmer.
What? I mean,
again.
Seriously, man, it's just, you cannot be doing that after the play. I get it, you're frustrated, but at this point, that is a kind of a killer after
After
just being on the power or
Yup.
penalty kill. Now you have another penalty up there in a 5-minute major here.
Oh, wow.
5-minute major. Absolutely. That is the correct call. A 5-minute major. Absolutely. I mean, Cade Lemmer has got to control his emotions. He levels Peyton Hart well after the play is done. The Pointers get the goal, and it will be a 2-0 score with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in period number 2.
Now, they are also going to call 2 minutes
Well,
here
Sean Bunting
on
did absolutely
Yep.
come in after the whistle to absolutely lay out Cade Lemmer. But they've got to eject Cade Lemmer for this one.
I mean, it just seemed like Bunting kind of tackled Lemmer, and we're still kind of understanding. I don't think they're going to toss him. I think they're just going to give him the 5-minute major. So that will carry over into the third period as well. But pretty much now, Eau Claire, it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for
2
the
minutes.
rest of the period.
For 2 minutes and 18 seconds. 2 minutes, they'll have 18 seconds of 5-on-4, followed up by about 3 minutes of 5-on-4.
But this is what I mentioned
Starting
as well.
in the third period.
4-on-4. You can see there's a lot more open ice available, so you don't know what might happen for this next 2 minutes.
Face-off won by the Blue Golds. They'll take a break behind the net on the stick of Carter Bradley. Behind the net, hassled by Dawson Shrino. Passes that one up, finds Leo Bacallo. Bacallo with speed, drops it up, puts on the brakes, cross-ice pass, finds Steen, face-off. Oh, a face-off save. Alex Proctor. Behind the net, Danny Rice. Out to the point, Leo Bacallo into the slot. Back to the blue line. Bacallo dancing around, tries to pass it across. Shrino dumps that one out of the zone. Bacallo gives chase. Evtomovsky, stretch ice pass. Finds Fletcher Anderson. Back to Shrino, nobody home. And that'll go down and deep into the blue gold zone. Anderson right there, takes it himself, no angle shot, follow-up chance. It's still loose and goes to the corner.
That was a good chance right there. Almost was able to get the rebound, but there was too many Eau Claire defenders
Manning,
there.
Anderson puts on the Spinaruski, and a follow-up chance. Sereno couldn't get the shot off.
Oh, so close, man. This place would have gone crazy.
Blue Gold's taken now over center ice off the stick of Kyle Alexiak. He's tied up in the slot. O'Brien comes away with it to the corner. 1 minute to go in period number 2. Pulias drops it back. Kamilevsky over the blue line with speed. Takes a shot. Toe drag around. In front, and they score! Andrew Pulias, his second of the night.
Wow, I mean, the Pointers are cooking to end this second period, and Eau Claire just feels like their wind is being taken out of their sails right now because, wow, I mean, what good passing there by the Pointers. Was able to find Pulias.
Just getting behind Max Guchar there to just get the tip in there. The captain, Andrew Pulias, second goal of the night. I mean, what a goal from him.
We got to talk about that passing, however. That assist is the only reason that goal gets scored. Spinaruski from Anderson, in down low, pass across for Pulias, who just fires it home. And there'll be 36 seconds to go on this 4-on-4. Blue Golds win the draw. They'll take it up the ice. Carter Green with it now over the blue line with speed. And a good poke check ends that scoring threat from Joseph Manning. Fires that one around. O'Brien not able to corral over to Kamilevsky at the far corner. Max Giblin battling for it. Chance out in front. Proctor with the poke check, and that one comes wide out to the slot. Kamilevsky hassled, loses control right there on the forecheck. Cade Peterson. Manning tries to clear and kept in at the blue line before he'll finally have to take it out. 18 seconds to go, 3 minutes of 5-on-4 power play action for the Pointers. Across the ice, finds Cade Peterson, dumps it in. And they'll kill some time off this clock. 6 seconds to go. He'll wheel it around, and I think this is going to do it for the period. Chance out in front, one final shot, and that is the final buzzer from period number 2. Pointers score 2 in quick succession, and they'll ride this 5-minute major well into the third period. It's 3-0.
I mean, I guess the biggest heartbreaker here for Eau Claire is that you were doing really well defensively.
and just a lot of great stuff out of the Pointers here, just to keep ahead and just stay mentally strong. Just got to stay strong.
Head coach Matt Lone in his 18th season for Eau Claire asking for explanation for a couple of things. I don't blame him. In my opinion, I got to say, there's nothing you can argue about Cade Lemmer getting a 5-minute major there. I don't think that's what this is about, and you could tell that, Matt Lone just did not ask for any explanation as soon as it happened. He just accepted that was the call. And so the Pointers will ride a 3-0 lead well into the third period. Some final stats from period number 2. Max Kuchar up to 24 saves. Proctor has 21. A couple of penalties. Sean Bunting with a roughing call obviously came in and decked Cade Lemmer after that very, very late hit. Connor Schmull also 2 minutes for interference. Feistier period than period number 1 in the face-off circle. Pointers still winning, but just barely. They have the lead by 3. This is Pointer Hockey on 90 FM. The Pointers have a 3-0 lead. We'll be back in about 15 minutes right after this. Welcome everybody back into KB Willet Arena for period number 3 of WIAC hockey. My name is Liam Statz. I'm joined in the booth by Ashton Parker and Brody Kupsky. The Pointers have a 3-0 lead after a feisty second period in which we saw a 5-minute major. They will have the power play for 2 minutes and 41 seconds. It's Cade Lemmer. He has 7 minutes of penalty minutes tonight.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I saw a major in WIAC play this season, I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that happened twice. Because this is the second, because I feel like I rarely
Ashton,
see
I'm going to give you a 2-minute penalty for using an outdated reference.
Okay,
It's
my
not
bad.
outdated, Liam.
My bad.
outdated
It's pretty relevant.
All right, well, let me just take this stuff. All right, anyway. So, no, I just feel like recently, again, granted, the 2 opponents we've been playing against is Stout and Eau Claire, so
seems to be
things are going to
teams
get
are
chippy.
close to each other. Actually, Stout and Eau Claire have that rivalry, and right now, the Pointers are up ahead 3-0 after a great second period. Getting shots on goal.
And
Got a lot of physical play.
And I think the thing to mention, though, as well, is that for the first, 16 minutes of that second period, nothing happened. It was just with that second goal by Hart that just cascaded everything to just completely kill any momentum away from Eau Claire. And Stevens Point was able to pounce on the opportunity because now they have power play for another 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
They have 2 minutes and 41 seconds to start a very important third period. Both these teams going to try to hold on. These 3 points in regulation, incredibly important for the standings. As it stands right now, Point, if they get the 2 points, they'll move up from third into second, and a superior loss tomorrow would mean they would be first in the WIAC. Face-off won by the Pointers, up to Dawson Shrino in center ice. Over the blue line has Andrew Pulias, a good stick check there, ends that threat out to the line, and that one goes just free. Engelbart not able to stretch long enough to be able to keep that one in. 19 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Dawson Shrino across the ice to Engelbart into the zone. And a great poke check there. Sends that one all the way down over by number 18, Jordan Randall. Proctor way out of the net to play that one. Long stretch pass of his own. Gets Shrino. Anderson up to Pulias. He was just a tad off sides. And we'll get our first stoppage of play with 19 minutes and 24 seconds to go.
It's a little too early on the jump there from Pulias. Pointers got to get something set up here early if they want any opportunity on this power play to net another one. They were 6 for 11 last week against Northland on the power play, and like you said last week, I believe 2 for 5 on the power play against Stout. Face-off one here by the Pointers.
Goes all the way down to the zone, and Proctor will have to come out of his net to play that one. Evan Junker, the captain, takes it himself. Long pass, has Dean. Poke check in. With speed, Dean into the corner. He gets roughed up by 2 Blue Golds, and everybody crashes in behind the net. Comes free, and a long clear for the Blue Golds. Takes some more time off this power play. Junker puts on the brakes, takes it himself once again. Passes it up, finds Kemalevsky. Over the red line, cross the ice to Dean. Dean in the slot for Kemalevsky. Follow-up chance for Hart. Goes up and out of play off the stick of a Blue Gold with 1 minute and 27 seconds to go on the power play. Pointers nursing a 3-0 lead.
Pointers just got to find something here. Just get the offense set up here and kind of make Eau Claire work. They're a little aggressive on their penalty kill, which is not a bad thing. But if you get too over-aggressive here, anything could happen here if you're the Pointers.
18 minutes, 45 seconds to go in period number 3. Face-off won by the Pointers. Josh German at the blue line makes a great move to keep that one in. Over to Anderson at the face-off circle. Pulias back to German. Back to Pulias. Down low for Anderson. Wheels around behind the net. Tries a pass into the slot. Intercepted there right by number 27, Max Giblin. Pinned along the boards. Shrino, everybody fighting for it. And the puck, I think, disappeared for a second. I'm not sure we got a whistle.
It might have been the jersey of Giblin there. Either that or in the hand of Josh Sherman, who really couldn't place it down.
There's something happened that they just couldn't get the puck. So they're just like, okay, let's just reset here.
Face-off violation, Blue Gold's way. That's new in D3 hockey. Subbed out for Jordan Randall. Over to Shrino. Shrino at the boards. Down low, finds Engelbart in the slot, and a save by Max Kuchar.
Wow, what an attempt there. What a pass. They get the shot off.
Anderson in his own zone, wheels around.
45 seconds left in the power play here for the Pointers.
Across the ice to Sherino. Tries to pass through center ice, intercepted. Tyler Hersberg. Hersberg wheels around with speed. Behind the net, into the corner. A penalty upcoming in front of the net. Sherino's going to get 2 minutes for interference.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy call right there for Sherino. And we're going to get 4 and 4 for about 30 seconds here, it seems like. And then it's going to be a power play for Eau Claire. Seems like the first time tonight, or at least the first time in a long time, that Eau Claire has had any chance to be in the power play.
Well, the only 2 penalties taken tonight are by Blake Norris and Sean Bunting. Blake Norris is the only one that resulted in a power play opportunity for Eau Claire. They'll have about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go when everything is said and done. Still 34 seconds to go on the 5-man, or the 5-minute. Face-off won by Sean Bunting. And Owen Dean takes a slip and a fall. I think he tripped over his own skates. And the Blue Golds will have to reset. That one exits the zone. Across the ice, finds Carter Bradley. Perhaps that one up to Leo Bacallo. We've called his name a bunch over the last 3 years. Bacallo enters the blue line. Across the ice pass, tried to find number 12, Carter Bradley, but a good interception there from Kamilowski. Avoids a hit. He gets taken down. Manning with a shot, no glove save, a blocker save from Max Kuchar.
Yeah, it seems like he tried to go through traffic there, trying to sneak one by, but Kuchar was able just to track it down and make a really nice save.
Start of the power play now is right there by Sean Bunting.
Almost had a 2 men on ice penalty very quickly there. And
everybody asking for one. I don't think they're going to get it. Colin Stein, long stretch pass, finds Cade Peterson into the corner. Blake Norris puts on the brakes, wheels around. I think we're going to get a high stick. Not the penalty, just the touching the puck above the shoulders. That's going to take us at least out of the Pointer zone.
Minute 01 left on the power play here for the Blue Golds, and really just could not get anything set up there right away. And for the Pointers, I mean, very missed opportunity there. Could have had a penalty there. Sean Bunting racing down the ice to even get a chance. Couple missed penalties there, but no worries here for the Pointers.
Face-off won by the Pointers. He immediately cleared the length of the ice. That'll kill some more time. 1 minute to go here on the power play. Peterson puts on the brakes in his own zone, wheels around, tries to find a man, takes it himself over the blue line. Drops it down low, Kyler Grundy back across behind the net. He has to find Max Dronin. Dronin pinned along the boards into the corner. Both teams fighting for it now. Dronin kicks it back into a skate blade. That'll escape and ring around the other side. Over to Kyler Grundy at the point. Back down low, finds Max Dronin, wheels around, Stein across to Peterson. Peterson, face-off circle, down low, face-off shot in the slot, and a save, Alex Proctor. Stein, back across, Peterson takes it himself, another save, and it's loose in the crease. Proctor puts a glove on, and some frustration from Cade Peterson.
I mean, you had a big opportunity there out in front, but Alex Proctor making the great saves here tonight for the Pointers. 12 seconds left on the power play here. I mean, you could get one shot off here or two, but just a great blocker save there by Proctor to just jump on it too.
You get one shot if you win the face-off, I think is the $1 million thing. So this, if they want a chance, they need to win this.
Face-off won by the Pointers. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Pointers just going to eat this one behind Alex Proctor off to his right. That one comes free. Over to Danny Rice. Back across the ice, Carter Bradley. Bradley back to Rice. Down low to Bacallo. That one a long stretch pass out to Carter Bradley at the point, exits the zone. And the Blue Golds have to recover. Hassled by Peyton Hart on the forecheck, and that scares off Kyle Oleksiak. Wheels around, long stretch pass, has his man, Connor Schmoll, puts on the brakes, loses control of the puck, kept in by Kyle Oleksiak. Taking himself, Joe Manning dumps it up, Dawson Sherino. Sherino dumps it in down low, Manning gives chase behind Max Kuchar. He's knocked off the puck, back for Sherino, puts on the brakes, and taken over by Kyle Oleksiak. Back to Bacallo, who ices that one and clears the zone. Over to Mosier. Wheels around, center ice, over the blue line, dumps it up, Andrew Poulias. Poulias takes a shot, hits a man in front off of Stein's patch. Pull-up chance and a save by Max Kuchar as Sherino absolutely runs over Max Giblin, and that puck escapes all the way the other way for an icing. Max Giblin got ran over by Dawson Sherino, who's throwing his weight around tonight.
I mean, he's not afraid to fight here, and you can see it. I mean, he's been doing this for his whole career, getting under the skin of the other team and just laying out the hits when he needs to. And, I mean, for the Pointers here, They had some great shots on Guchar, just a lot of great blocker saves.
14 minutes, 53 seconds to go in period number 3. Penalty is over for the Pointers. And Chmielewski will give chase over to Engelbart at the far boards. Face-off circle, dumps that one up for Chmielewski into the corner. Blue Gold's trying to clear, and do. Dumped the other way. Max Giblin with it now, dumps that one in. Nobody touched it. It should be icing. Waved off for whatever reason. No angle shot. An easy save, Alex Proctor. Over to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson has a streaking Chmielewski with open ice towards the goal, and cleared away by Max Guchar. Over to Engelbart, can't keep it in. Jordan Randall gives chase over to Josh German. Dumps it up. Fletcher Anderson wheels around, finds Junker, the captain. Junker dumps it in, gives chase. He'll beat everyone there. Junker puts on the brakes into the corner, has it himself. Taken away by Engelbart. A good forecheck. German out to the slot, tried to find Colangelo. Nobody there. Colangelo still on the forecheck, but can't get it away from Dane Hoyard. Long pass has Max Dronin. Dronin into the corner, knocked off by Manning, out to the slot. Colangelo clears that one out of danger. Colangelo gets tripped up, hits the deck, but here comes Peyton Hart. It's a one-on-one. Peyton Hart takes a shot and an easy glove save for Max Guchar for the stoppage.
That was a nice try there. Definitely saw maybe just try make some moves, try to evade Eau Claire. However, decided just to opt for a shot. Guchar didn't have to move his glove much to be able to make a nice save there. So instead, we're just going to get a nice face-off here, reset things.
13 minutes, 38 seconds as they'll play jump around, a favored tradition here at KB Willet. Always gets Alex Proctor up and moving as that face-off won by the Blue Golds, kept in, passed up to Bacallo, tries to find Carter Bradley out wide. Joseph Manning will choose to dump that one in. Guchar can't corral it. Bacallo now right in front of us, dumps that around. O'Brien gives chase back across the ice for Manning. Manning, easy pass up. And he'll have Matthew Falls at center ice. Falls hits the deck, tries to find Hill. 13 minutes to go in period number 3. Into the corner, dumps it around. Kept in just escaped the zone. Blake Norris couldn't keep it in. And that'll have 13 minutes left on the clock. Guchar to play. Cross the ice to Bradley. Bradley down low for Bacallo. Bacallo across the ice, Alexiak. Alexiak rings that one around. It skates on top of the boards, right around on the apron.
Some wicked balance on that puck right there. I haven't seen that too often here.
Proctor out of his net to play that one. Eftimowski, misplayed it, and the Blue Golds just could not jump on that opportunity. Cross the ice, shot from the point, a changing shot, goes just wide. Proctor didn't see it. Cross ice pass, has Owen Dean, gets out of the way of a hit, manages to clear the ceiling, and Guchar corrals that one, puts a glove on for the stoppage.
I mean, just great stoppage there, and in play by Guchar. Still 3-1, UW Stout over River Falls here, and I think, Ashton, you're trying to get the
Badger men's hockey team, not the only Badger team to play tonight.
Very true. So currently the Wisconsin women's volleyball team is in the round of 16 for the women's volleyball tournament. They're playing against Texas A&M. And however, Texas A&M...
Backhand shot, and they score! Dawson Chirino, a deflection goal, finds it in the back of the net. It's 4-0 Pointers. Max Guchar is disgusted with himself.
Just got over Guchar's glove, and what a tip-in by Chirino.
I have an update here. Sorry, I hate to interrupt. Women's volleyball did beat Texas A&M 3-2. They won 15-13 in the last set.
That's a huge win there.
And so... The big thing, though, is that for the Elite 8 of the women's volleyball tournament, guess who they got to play, Brody?
They got to play either Dayton,
number 5 Dayton. Won by the Blue Golds. They'll dump that one around.
Nah, we'll get to it later. We'll get to it later.
Josh German into the corner, around for Poulias at the boards, over to Chirino. Both teams battling for it. The Blue Golds, I expect, are going to throw everything at the wall. Pointers just trying to hang on. Over to Poulias. Josh German to Chirino, dumps it back around for Dean, who dumps it in, and the Pointers go for a change. Guchar there to play the puck. Over to Max Ruho. Ruho takes it himself over the blue line, exits his own zone, takes himself over the Pointers blue line, and a stick check, fires that one towards the corner. He'll dump it around towards the point. Pointers clear that one away from the slot. It's on the stick of Joseph Manning. Long pass, intercepted center ice by the Blue Golds. Fighting for it now, right in front of the face-off circle. And the pointers finally come away. Kemelevsky tries a cross-ice pass. It was in the skates of number 15, Kate Peterson. He'll hit the deck. The pointers come away. Joseph Manning with it now, his own zone. Tries a stretch pass, finds Kemelevsky off the bench. Kemelevsky, long pass over. Fletcher Anderson over for Engelbart. He's there, but he's offsides. They'll have to tag up. Cross-ice pass behind the net on the stick of Danny Rice. Puts on the brakes. 11 minutes to go. Everybody goes for a change. Rice dumps that one up. Over to Max Dronen. Dronen over to Hoyard. Shoots that one in deep. Gives chase. Crowd chanting they want tacos. The student section up in uproar. This is getting loud at KB Willett. That one will clear the zone. Hoyard will have to give chase all the way down his own zone. No icing. Colangelo right there on the forecheck. Dumps it behind for Rice. Rice can't clear into his own zone. Turns and fires. And Hoyard, one-on-one with the goalie. A stick check from behind ends that threat. Over to 21, Michael Evtomovsky. Evtomovsky puts on the brakes. Pointers go for a change. Bennett Kopel back on the ice. Brody, I know you've been secretly correcting me all night. I finally got it right.
I just sit here and think about it all night, Liam. Don't worry.
Sorry, they don't like to openly judge. You like to silently judge here.
Colangelo, chance in front. A backhand shot. Hits a man in front. Follow chance. Oh, my goodness. Max Guchar with quite possibly the save of the century. Kupal cannot believe that one stayed out of the net.
Man. Oh, man.
I mean, what an attempt there. Well, what a save.
Knocks that one out of the sky down low. Guchar remaining tall in the net just makes the save. Max Guchar, what a night.
What a night indeed, Liam. Just great saves out of him.
Face-off violation in the way of the blue goals. In instead is Connor Schmoll. He'll lose the draw. Shot from the point. A loud blocker save off of Max Guchar.
And we're back into the stoppage of play.
We're back. Now, well, we got the stoppage. Real quick, tell us about...
Too.
Oh, media timeout.
Okay,
perfect. Tell us about volleyball.
Okay, so sorry, the interruption. The Badgers women's volleyball did end up beating Texas A&M in the fifth set. They won 15-13. So they will move on to the Elite Eight of the NCAA women's volleyball tournament, where they either got to play Dayton or they play number one Nebraska.
Yeah.
And that is something they have seen quite a bit this year. And they've actually lost both times in Big Ten play. So maybe third time's the charm, or are we going to see a huge upset from Dayton? No one knows, but all we know is that the Badgers are trying to go for yet another Final Four another Final Four berth in God knows how many years it's been in a row. I feel like it's been at least 3 years in a row now. They have been just electric in volleyball for a long time now.
33 shots on goal for the Pointers compared to Eau Claire's 23. Everything coming up the way of the Pointers right now. On the power play, they are 1 for 3. Even in the net in penalties, in 3 for 3, but more penalty minutes for Eau Claire. 11 block shots for the Pointers. I think that's kind of the story here tonight, gentlemen. They are not making Eau Claire easy shots towards net.
I mean, I guess another one we can bring up, though, is, again, it's the idea that of wearing the goalie down. Because as we said, Guchar has had some great saves today. However, I mean, there's 4 goals right now. It's because Point has 33 shots on goal.
No doubt about it.
Finding ones that go through.
Junker behind the net, fakes a pass. Drops that one up, finds O'Brien. It's in his skates, and it'll be icing the other way as he had nobody in front of him.
Did I hear another stoppage of play?
We have another stoppage of play, back to volleyball.
I don't have much else to say about volleyball, actually.
We could talk about WIAC volleyball. You know, Whitewater did make it all the way through.
They
finally fell in the tournament.
They actually lost to undefeated
Juniata.
There it is, Juniata, who's been undefeated for the past 3 years, I want to say.
Yeah, they've been really good.
Wow, that is amazing.
They've been on like a UW River Falls women's hockey type beat.
So although UW River Falls actually finding their first shot as that one goes wide, try the tip in front. That one by Max Dronen. Another shot out wide, goes towards the boards. And Alex Proctor hitting the deck in his own net. Crowd wanting a penalty. They're not going to get it. Proctor, we hope he's okay. Brody, we talk about this all the time. Feels like this season more than last year, he's just getting run into in his own crease.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And honestly, I think he had his stick tied up with a blue gold and kind of fell off of that.
Blue Golds, speak of the devil, they'll start their rush up the ice on the stick of Kyle Alexiuk. Tries to pass that one in deep. Was not touched. Should be icing. Waved off at the last minute once again into the corner. Pointers come up with it over to Sherino. Along the boards, tries to clear. On to Pugliese. He has 2 goals tonight. The captain over the blue line. Should be offsides, and it is. Pugliese just got a little bit adventurous there. Dropped it back. Just wasn't able to keep himself on sides.
Just try to dump it off really quickly, but just not a great move there. Offside. What more do you expect? A lot of offside by Pugliese tonight, and hopefully the Pointers can find something here. Get these fans some tacos.
Manning dumps that one in. Every time I say Manning, I want to say Peyton Manning. Pass
Not
out in
Eli?
front for Dean. Tries it out for Manning. Takes a shot, puts it just wide. Oh, and Dean wheels around, fighting for it in the near boards. Over to Sherino. He's dumped from behind. Knocked off the puck once again, and it's rung around by number 11, Kyle Alexiuk. Over to Danny Rice. Rice puts on the brakes behind his own net. Long stretch pass. That was not touched. Should be icing. Waved it off once again. They're letting them play. And
They're probably just trying to
control.
run down this clock a little bit here.
7 minutes and 57 seconds to go in period number 3. Pointers up 4-0. Just a reminder, you are listening to WWSP, Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, the stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Sean Bunting dumps that one in, but it's way off sides. The Pointers will have to tag up and try again. Hoyard.
You're not kidding when you said that the Pointers are getting a lot of offsides.
I attribute that to they just are trying to go too fast. Chance out in front. Proctor knocks that one towards the corner. Back another chance in the slot. Turns, fires, hits a man out front. I think that's off the shin pads of Sean Bunting, and the Blue Golds will have to clear the zone. Bunting finishes his check. Long pass up off the stick of Jordan Randall in deep. Mosier puts on the brakes, wheels around. Finds Sean Bunting at the blue line. Here come the Pointers. Dumps it around. Engelbart, the freshman goal scorer, hassled into the corner by Colin Stein. Stein dumps that one around the net behind Max Guchar. Here comes Norris in with thunder into the corner. Not able to come up with it. Dan Hoyard dumps that one right into the shin pads of the ref. That'll escape the zone. Should be icing. No, waved off
I think that was
once
off
again.
The stick of a pointer there.
Yeah, I think you're on to something there.
Let him play. Why not?
This game isn't really close. Fletcher Anderson over the blue line.
They want to give the Pointers the student section to tacos.
Kemelevsky into the slot, finds Engelbart off the shin pad of a Blue Gold in front. And here come the Blue Golds the other way. 2-on-1 at the hurry. Leo Bacallin by himself takes a shot and a save. Alex Proctor.
That was the best chance that Eau Claire had all day to try and get a goal. But it's just that, again, it goes to show just the level of defense, the high level of defense we've been seeing from the Pointers all game tonight has been outstanding.
Kemelevsky knocked to his feet, passes that one up still to Engelbart. Re-enters his own zone, face-off circle, puts on the brakes, cross the ice, finds Evan Junker. Junker over the red line, dumps that one in over the head of Max Guchar. Right there for it is Max Ruho. Max Ruho with it now, exits his own zone, tries to pass that one up, intercepted by Joseph Manning. Center ice, it's offsides by a long mile, and so the Blue Golds will have to touch up. Pointers to O'Brien, skips off his stick, dumps that one in, and off the speaker. Wow, I don't think we've seen that one happen before.
Definitely a first for us up here in the booth. I mean, what a dump there by
Came right down. My
Hunter
goodness.
O'Brien. Score updates around the WIAC hockey. 3-1. Stout Blue Devils still up 4. Just a little less than 5 minutes left out in Menominee. Could be a big win there for Stout. Really cement them as a kind of a threat in the WIAC.
I think that could also just be another huge loss, though, for River Falls, who is on a slump.
Max Guchar out of his net to play that one. Quick check, passes around the boards, kept in at the line. I do believe that's Ev Tomovsky. Can't corral that one to Dean. Blue Golds giving chase, stick check, and Hoyard right there to knock that one around. Hoyard with it now, wheels around in the corner, passes that one down low, finds 26 Max Dronin. Dronin back across for Rice. Rice avoids the hit, back for Dronin. Finally, the Pointers come away with it. Ev Tomovsky puts on the brakes, runs into the referee, and he's behind his own net. Ev Tomovsky with it now. Stretch pass, finds Mosier. Mosier up to Hill. Hill knocked off the puck before he can get there. Good play. And just under 5 minutes to go in period number 3. with speed. Number 22, Charlie Erickson, in by himself, and a poke check off the puck. It'll be icing for. It'll be a penalty for tripping. I do believe that's a good call. Crowd cannot believe it. But with 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go, Eau Claire is going to get another power play opportunity.
Now, there's actually an update in the WIAC here. We were just saying right now that this could be a huge game for Stout. However, River Falls is not going away very quietly as they score with 4 minutes left to go in the third period to cut the lead down to 3-2. So River Falls try to make one last gasp before, so that they don't lose their third straight. But the Pointers here are looking pretty good to try and go, 3-1-1 in the WIAC here? Now, you never know. Four and a half minutes left. Never know. But
anything can happen.
Exactly. Anything can happen. Any given Friday.
Pointers win the draw, and they'll clear the puck. It'll take us down to about 2 minutes to go on the game clock in period number 3. A minute 45 have to go on the power play. Putting on the brakes behind his own net, number 19, Max Brujo, jumps that one back for Carter Bradley. Bradley back up to Bacallo, and Bacallo will take it himself. Pass across the ice. Connor Schmoll. Schmoll dumps that one in. Proctor out of his net to play it once again. Rings it around the boards. Kept in at the point. Carter Bradley. He's not able to corral, and they'll exit the zone. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go here on the power play. Bradley putting on the brakes behind his net. Passes that one up. Tried to find Alexiuk. Alexiuk over the blue line, drops it back into the corner. Bacallo gives chase for it now. Hassled off by O'Brien for Evtimovsky. Evtimovsky tries to clear and does.
Pointers just playing such sound defense this game. It just has played such a well-rounded game. It's one of the best games I've seen from them overall all year.
In over the blue line, Cade Peterson drops that one back. Kyler Grundy takes a shot off the stick of a Pointer for O'Brien. Chance now in the slot, off the post. Oh my goodness, closest chance they've gotten all night, a game of inches, and it'll ring off and out. No goal. Great passing by the Blue Golds. Found, I do believe that was Kyler Grundy in the slot as he takes it himself into center ice. Proctor seen enough. He'll put a glove on for a stoppage of play. Under 30 seconds to go here in the power play. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in regulation.
And I will say, like Ashton said, I mean, a lot of just great stuff out of the Pointers defense tonight. I mean, a lot of it comes down to just blocking shots, getting in front of a, or getting in front of a pass here tonight. Pointers have just been doing that well enough tonight to just get in front of the Blue Golds here. Keeping it out of the net here.
Face-off won by Peyton Hart, taken almost immediately by Evtimovsky. I think he's going to clear and does. That one all the way down. Max Guchard first to put a pad on it. Loud pad save. 15 seconds to go. I think this is the last rush for the Blue Golds. In center ice, over to Peterson. Intercepted. Center ice, Blake Norris over the blue line. Dumps it up for Bennett Kopel. Kopel into the slot, and he just missed it. Peyton Hart would have had another one. But he's just not able to put that one in. It goes just wide. And over the line is Dane Hoyer. Drops it back, no shot. Up and out of play off the stick of a Pointer.
I mean, just what a opportunity there for Peyton Hart. Just absolutely nailed it. And put up a five-burger there, but unfortunately just could not complete the pass. And that's kind of the problem sometimes with the Pointers. They can't complete a pass when they need to. Just miss opportunities, but still up 4-0, 2:34 left on the clock here.
Andrew Poulias, 2 goals tonight. He's in for the draw and wins it. Josh Sherman with it now into the corner. Blue Golds come away with it. Number 21, Tyler Hersberg into the slot. Taken away by Dawson Chirino. Lifts that one up and out of play. Stayed just in, goes down low. They will call icing on this one. And with 2 minutes, 20 seconds, we'll have another stoppage in play.
And I can't imagine that, the Blue Golds are going to pull Guchar, just to get an extra attacker here. Who knows? I mean,
I'd be very surprised.
Obviously, it wouldn't hurt, just to get something going here. But, you're down 4-0, 2:20 left in the clock here. Why push it more than it needs to?
Unless they want to give up free tacos to the student section.
Poulias loses this draw on the stick of Connor Schmoll. Dumps that one around, collected behind the net. That's number 21, Tyler Hersberg. Hersberg not able to keep that one on. Owen Dean passes it up for Poulias. Poulias can't corral into the corner. Owen Dean right there for it. Over to Chirino. Poulias there to chase. Blue Golds come away with it. Miles Berg dumps it around for Max Giblin, up and out of play. That one will stay inside of the Blue Gold zone.
It's a huge opportunity there for the Pointers, and I mean, Blue Gold's doing anything they can just to get down in their own zone and try to make a comeback here, but minute 53 left here. It's looking kind of bleak, but don't count them out.
Face-off won by the Pointers. Out to the point, Joe Manning across for O'Brien. O'Brien gets checked. Over to Hill behind the net. Over to Falls. Tries to pass that one out to the point. Taken away. Number 17, Connor Schmoll up for Bacalo. Bacalo back to Schmoll. And the Pointers knock that one into the corner. Schmoll passes that one out to the point and just barely escaping the stick of Kyler Grundy. The Blue Golds will have to reset. Carter Bradley with it now, dumps that one in, gives Chase Proctor out of his net to play that one, dumps it around behind his own net. I think the Blue Golds are going to beat the Pointers there, and that one will escape the zone all the way down. Will be icing, waved off, didn't have enough to get there, and Reese is taken down. Blue Golds want a penalty, they won't get it. Over to Bacalo, 1 minute to go in period number 3. One on the board, spoil the shutout. Cade Peterson wheels around, face-off circle, tries to clear the zone. Shot from the point goes way wide. Over to Noers. Dumps it out. That one will be icing. No, waved off. No, it will be icing.
It will be icing.
48.4 seconds to go. Pointers have a 4-0 lead in period number 3.
And speaking of leads, the Blue Devils still up 3-2, minute 28 left in the third period out in Menominee. Could be a big win here if they just hold on here. But anyways, back to the Pointers here, 4-0, 48.4 seconds left. Pointers just looking to shut this one away, maybe get some tacos.
Peyton Hart in for the draw. Eventually the Blue Golds come away with it. Dane Hoyard at the point, takes it around into the slot, off the skates of Keaton French. We haven't called his name all night. And that one's across for Max Giblin. Giblin dumps it around. Proctor out of his net to play that one. Over to Cade Peterson. Peterson, a shot and a save. Alex Proctor. Back out to the point, Hoyard. Drops it back. Kept in just barely by Max Dronen. Behind the net for Junker. Junker at the face-off circle. Cross-ice pass. Sean Bunting puts on the brakes at the blue line. Tries to shovel it out and does. 10 seconds to go. Peyton Hart fighting for it. Back into center ice. 22 with it now. Charlie Erickson takes a no-angle shot back to the corner. 2 seconds to go. It's back-to-back shutouts for Alex Proctor, and the Pointers are going to move into number 2 in the WIAC.
It's a huge win. Just a great effort by Alex Proctor as all of his teammates mobbing him down there for what a fantastic effort by him tonight. I mean, in total, 33 shots on goal from the Pointers, 26 from O'Quare. And as you can kind of see, they're kind of walking off.
It's a 2-game series, so they'll shake hands after game number 2 tomorrow in Eau Claire. What a game, gentlemen. What a game. What a final ride. It is the last dance for all of us 3.
I know, and what a game to call it with. And again, wow, we have a huge update right now. River Falls has tied it in Menominee, and so it's 3-3. They score a goal with this extra 6-man. It pays off. And now it's 48 seconds left in the third period. River Falls has found a way to fight back into this game. Okay. But I think just focusing here on the Pointers here, that's probably one of the most complete games I've seen them play. I said it before, but I still think it's worth saying because, wow, I mean, everything just worked well for them today. Proctor was amazing. The defense was great, and obviously they scored four goals. So offense was kind of humming.
1 on the power play. And back-to-back shutout for the Pointers. Thank you, Tim. Peyton Hart with a goal, Andrew Pulias with 2, Dawson Sherino with even strength one, the last one in the third period. Sean Bunting with the assist, Owen Dean getting his name on the score sheet, 2 assists in this game. Hunter O'Brien also with an assist. Final saves tonight, 29 for Max Guchar, 27 for Alex Proctor. It's another 20-plus save shutout for him, back-to-back nights with that. Northland, obviously the 10-0 loss before. Cade Lemmer obviously got his name onto the score of the penalty box a lot tonight. I think finally 7 minutes on just him alone. Pointers do take advantage a couple of times, 1 for 4 on the power play. Face-offs won. The Pointers do come away with the win, 38-24. It's no secret that's the reason they've won this game. Puck control, gentlemen.
Yes, absolutely.
No doubt about that. And actually another score update too. the Pointers women's hockey loss to Augsburg, number 6 Augsburg, 6-0 out there against Augsburg.
That'll end a 3-game winning streak. Hayden Hart and Alex Proctor meeting at center ice on the Pointer logo. Obviously, both of them put up one heck of a performance here tonight. Both of them looking forward to this game. Obviously, Alex Proctor's always looking forward to playing against Eau Claire. A lot of those guys he played against or with in the NAHL. Gentlemen, before we leave it, your final 3 stars from tonight.
I mean, obviously, Alex Proctor, number 1. I mean, 27 saves on the night for him. Just a lot of great stuff. I mean, even if it's scary sometimes from him, he still makes a lot of great saves and kept the Pointers in this game.
I think number 2 for me would probably be Andrew Pulias. Had 2 goals tonight, was the leading scorer overall. Just got the first one, was able to get the 3rd goal as well to really break this game wide open. Just a great offensive night from him and from the captain.
3rd star, I'm actually going to say Max Kuchar, even though he let in 4 goals. Still made more saves than Alex Proctor did in his shutout. He stood head over heels. Honestly, the score should be a lot bigger than it is. The student section should have been going home with free tacos, but instead they'll have to go home just empty-handed thanks to Max Kuchar. Fellas, final thoughts from tonight?
Yeah, it's been a ride.
I mean, absolutely. It was a great game. And it's been pretty great being able to call it up here with you guys.
Absolutely. Eau Claire and Point will go at it again tomorrow, but this time in Eau Claire in the home-and-home series. The final score from tonight, the Pointers 4, the Eau Claire Blue Golds 0. My name is Liam Statz. I was joined in the booth by Ashton Parker and Brody Kupsky. You've been listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you were following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. From all of us here in the booth, we're saying good night, everybody.